Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I wanted to start off on a good note. Usually I'm in the garage, you already know something bad happened. And yeah, a lot of bad things did actually happen. Oh, but the car's fixed. So I'm gonna start it off on a good note, and we'll go back and forth between the garage and driving. All the parts that had to go through customs, made it through customs, took a little bit of time, and the brake stuff that came from New Jersey, and that's the first thing I worked on. I figured, let's go with the easy stuff. So the reason I did the rears first is because the fronts come with a wear indicator, and I honestly didn't know if the car had it. Turns out we do, and it's a plug and play, so theoretically, should be quick and easy. Same way of changing it as the rears. So I'm not gonna show it right now, but if you do wanna see that part, I'll put it in the end of the video. And after I took off all the brakes, you could see that there was so many cracks. It was just in bad condition. And technically speaking, they were relatively new. I just think they sat for so long that they just cracked up. I don't know. Brakes are working great, way better than before. So after the brakes, we went for the tensioner. Now the tensioner was a pain in the ass. It was failure after failure after failure. So here's the tensioner, and because of the wrong hardware, it's hitting the firewall, and I cannot get that bolt out because, well, it's just rusted in. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out and worry about it later. This is gonna be interesting. All right, tensioner's out. My idea now is to drill through the bolt, so maybe I could put something through it to leverage and help me turn. All right, hopefully my plan works and it doesn't break. Oh, beautiful. Now how am I gonna get that out? Why did I buy this car? So now I gotta do it the hard way, which is disassemble this whole bracket. What you didn't see is I took out the alternator and everything I did in the previous videos. And now the last bolt holding that bracket that I'm trying to remove is completely stripped. Yes! There we go. So this is what I've been messing with underneath the car. So I put the bracket back on the engine with a bolt now, so hopefully this doesn't slip. Oh, shit. Nah, I broke the whole thing now. Alright, well there goes that idea. The good news is at least we see some thread right now, but it's completely stuck. I cut off a little bit more and I drilled a hole straight through. I put a reverse tap. Now I'm going to put vice grips and hopefully finally this goes. Well, that didn't work and made it worse. Now I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. And for those who've been watching from the beginning and we've been always wondering what the hell's the point of this bolt, well, it turns out this part of the bracket is missing, which holds the bolt so you can leverage it to tighten or loosen. As you can see right there. So, mystery solved. It was a bracket. You saved the day.
Yeah, it's the original truck.
Perfect, thank you. I gotta shout you guys out. How you say it again? Yumari?
Yeah, Yumuri.
Yumuri.
Yeah, Yumuri.
Thanks to Yumuri.
No problem.
Look at that. Show that. Perfect. You saved me $500.
No problem. It's a pleasure.
We had a stud with what seemed to be the correct washer, but a Home Depot bolt. So these two completely incorrect. This is correct, but we got a new one, so it's trash for now. As you can see, the thread is good to go. They fixed it. And I know you might be wondering, hey, but you said this is cracked. But listen, I'm not gonna spend $500, and there's other ways to tighten the tensioner. So I'm not worried about it as long as the mounting holes are good and the bracket is pretty much in good condition. So now, this is the explanation. This is the new hardware. It's basically the bolt with a big washer and a warp washer. You'll see there's two hollow points on the tensioner. One was for the adjustment screw, which we're not going to use because we're missing this piece. So this is how it's going to work. This part, very simple, goes through there, right? Like I said, there's a stop here, so that's for the other hollow point. So we'll do something like this. So when it's loose, it slides like this. That means there's no tension on the belt. When there's tension on the belt, it slides forward, and you'll see this little notch here to indicate, hey, you're at full tension. And look, even with just hand tight, I can't even move it. With the other setup that was originally on the car, this would have already been moving a little bit. So this is definitely the correct hardware. So I attempted to change the bearing myself, and as I was pulling it out, I realized I'm gonna damage this. And funny enough, the inside of the pulley was damaged. So thankfully I went back to the same machine shop and they fixed it. And with the new bearing and everything, there's no wobble whatsoever. It's solid. All right, remember I told you guys I'm gonna find a way to tension it? This is my idea. It's a little sketchy, but it's gonna work. All right, here we go. Let's have the wrench ready. Oh, it's working so good. I think we are at the desired point. That looks like max tension to me. I'm not gonna lie, there was points where I was like, man, I wanna sell this car. I hate this car. But then there's moments like this. I'm cruising, top down, it's beautiful outside, palm trees. It makes up for it, I guess. I just hope it does it more often. Listen to that symphony. Let's see if we can make it to the beach with no issues. It's funny, I actually don't even like Hollywood Beach. But today it's an occasion. Today it's an occasion because I'm driving my Ferrari to Hollywood Beach. Who would have thought? We're almost there, and again, car's not overheating, oil pressure is good. Everything's good so far. All right, guys, we made it to the beach. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see the front brakes being changed, just wait till after the logo. And I have a lot more exciting new things coming our way. So see you soon.